Well, hello, Grandpa here again. Got another book, and anyway, I gave number two grandson and number one granddaughter a choice of different books to read, and they decided that this one would be a good choice since Easter is coming up pretty soon. And you know what Easter has to do with? Rabbits and eggs. Anyway, I'm not sure if this one has eggs in it or not, but this one has a rabbit in it. It's called Rabbit's New Rug. Hope you can see it. Anyway, I haven't pre-read it, so it is what it is. And anyway, I hope you like it. And here we go. Rabbit's New Rug by Judy Delton. Pictures by Mark Brown. There's a floor store. Rabbit's New Rug. Here's his mailbox. He got his letters in there and stuff. Rabbit had a new rug in his house. The Flora floor store had just delivered it. The rug had large red tulips on it and small yellow daisies. It had green leaves and light blue snapdragons. Rabbit clapped his paws together. My new rug is so pretty. I'll call my friends over to see it. Look at that rug. Beautiful. Rabbit dialed Fox's number. I'll be over as soon as my strawberry jam is cooked, he said. Then Rabbit called Owl. I'll come as soon as I finish my nap, he said sleepily, looking at his watch. Rabbit was waiting at the door for his friends. When Fox arrived, he looked over Rabbit's shoulder at the new rug. What a beautiful rug, he said. What fine-looking red flowers. Red is my favorite color, you know. Fox began to walk into the house. Don't walk on the rug, shouted Rabbit, holding up a paw. Look, Rabbit, you invited me over. I'm supposed to stand outside? Odd, he doesn't want anybody walking on his rug. Walk along the edges of the room then, said Rabbit. Just don't step on the rug. Fox sighed and squeezed close to the wall. I hope you wiped your feet on the mat, scolded Rabbit. You really should have worn your galoshes in this weather. Rabbit, it is summer. No one wears galoshes in summer. Here I brought a jar of jam for you. Thank you, Fox, but we'd better not open it. Some might get on my rug and leave a terrible sticky spot. It wouldn't show if it fell on the red flower, said Fox under his breath. Soon Al came to the door. He handed Rabbit a plate of brownies from the bakery. He yawned. I wanted to bring a treat, and I didn't have time to bake so early in the day. Early, said Fox. It is 2 o'clock. The day is half over. Not for me, said Al. It hasn't even begun yet. Thank you for the brownies, Al, said Rabbit, but we had better not eat them. Someone might spill crumbs on my new rug. Owl looked at the rug. That is a fine rug, Rabbit. Almost too pretty to walk on. That's why I'm standing here near the wall, muttered Fox. Just then Raccoon came by and looked in the door. Why, Rabbit, you have a new rug, he said. Then he noticed his friends leaning up against the wall. Raccoon wondered why they were standing there. But before he could say anything, Rabbit asked, "Are you molting, Rabbit or Raccoon? Black hair would look bad on this new rug." No, I'm not molting," said Raccoon. "I think birds molt," he said, fouling at Owl. The animals stood in a row along the wall and admired Rabbit's new rug. "The flowers looked real enough to pick," said Fox. "The sun might make them sparkle," said Owl. "It's such a cheery rug," said Rabbit happily. "Perhaps we should leave," murmured Raccoon. The animals filed out the door. "Goodbye," called Rabbit. Looks like they're all not very happy, don't they? The next day, Rabbit admired his rug all day long. He felt how soft it was. He vacuumed and brushed it 3 times. He used his carpet sweeper twice. "What a handsome rug," he said to himself. "I have never seen another like it. No one in the world has such a colorful one." That is a beautiful rug. Every day, Rabbit admired his rug. Every day he walked around the rug so he wouldn't make footprints on it. And every day he was alone. No one came to see him. A week went by. One morning, Rabbit said to himself, "It sure is quiet around here. I would bake, but I may get flour on my rug. I would sew, but threads and lint might fall all over it." The hours grew longer and longer. Rabbit had read all of his books, and he was tired of watching TV. Tears came to his eyes. "A rug isn't much company," he said. "I miss my friends." The next day, Rabbit called Fox and Owl and Raccoon on the telephone. "I'm having a party this afternoon," he said to each of them. "I would like you to come." "A party?" they each said in surprise. "Ha! That should be fun," thought Fox, "all of us squeezing around the wall." Meanwhile, Rabbit hung balloons and streamers in his living room and put flowers on the table. He planned games and bought prizes for the winners. At 2 o'clock, the animals arrived at Rabbit's house. Fox looked suspicious. Raccoon looked doubtful. Owl looked sleepy. Fox knocked on the door. "Maybe the party is in the yard," said Raccoon, looking around. Just then, Rabbit opened the door. "Come in," he said happily. "I'm so glad to see you." "But," said Fox, "what about your new rug?" "What about it?" said Rabbit. "Does that mean we can't walk on it?" asked Raccoon. Rabbit nodded. "Well, I'll be," said Owl, rubbing his eyes, and so they all went inside. The friends sang "Old MacDonald Had a Farm" and played pin the tail on the donkey. They laughed and talked, then they ate pie and cake and nuts and candy. Rabbit did not say anything when crumbs fell on the rug. "What a great party," said Fox. "What good food," said Raccoon. "It's a fine new rug celebration," said Owl, who was wide awake now. After everyone left, Rabbit sat in his rocking chair. He rocked back and forth on his new rug. He looked at the bright flowers all around him and saw streamers and balloons and leftover food. Rabbit yawned and then he smiled. There's nothing like old friends to help break in a new rug, he said. Well, there you have it, Rabbit's new rug. When you have something new, you want to kind of try to keep it nice, but you don't want to not use it. I mean, the rugs are kind of meant to have a nice place on the floor to walk on and stuff. And so anyway, nothing wrong with trying to keep it nice, but you got to use things too. Anyway, I think Rabbit learned that having his friends over and using the rug and stuff was a nice way to break it in. So anyway, it was a beautiful rug. Not sure that I would quite pick one that color, but it was nice. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I did. And anyway, hope Harrison and Isabel enjoyed this book too. And happy Easter to everybody. It's coming up pretty soon. Actually, I think this next week, St. Patrick's Day. Don't forget to wear green. You'll get pinched. Anyway, this is Grandpa signing out for now. And you can support your authors and stuff with these books. And don't forget, Grandpa loves you. Bye-bye for now.